warm up. Good morning. Here we are from Family Sports Arena, the Avs ice sheet here where the Colorado Avalanche practice. Hopefully we see some Avalanche-like skating from the Screaming Eagles this morning. Screaming Eagles fell victim to the Bruins last night. Pretty good game. 3-2. We saw a few replays of that goal at the end. Looked like it was a goal that was poked through the goalie, but the refs can't see them all. And again, it's some pool play, and all 8 teams will make it to the quarterfinals. So these are some warm-up games. Last season, the Screaming Eagles didn't win any games in pool play and then made it to the finals, which is where all the important games are when you make it to the quarterfinals. Let me read out the lines here because we have some new kids on the ice. Good to see some new kids. We've got Bodine, Baker, and Charles, same line as last night. 25 deep, 27 Gabe Fisher, and 7. John, trying to understand these lines a little bit of a, can't tell if we're missing Gabe. I'll see if I can get an update on Fisher. I don't know if he was sick. He had a great physical game last night, but we'll see. We've got the Baker line out. Baker seals off on the win. Maddox up top. Jackson O'Donnell. Oh, that shot is way high by Jackson King. O'Donnell's going to have to regroup and get that. He turns, oh, he does not get it out of the zone off the boards. Oh, big hard shot goes wide. Oh, Baker takes a big hit that he gets right back up. Oh, the kid tries to ditch it down to Bodine. He stays with it. Shoved out by O'Donnell. There's Maddox to regroup. Gonna chip it. Oh, could not quite get it up over that Lafayette kid. Baker gives a little bit of business to that kid. Now Bodine goes on the forecheck. Pass, and that is ice, and that's that good hard pressure. That forecheck can create those turnovers. Good work by Bodine. Remember, Jenkins talked about that. Hank all the time last year as on the forecheck makes those kids make quick rushed passes. It leads to an ice and an offensive zone faceoff. We see Sutter out there now. He's working again with his line. Tarbert and Purchase goes back in the corner. Gathered up. There's Purchase working both sides. Sutter gives a little bit of body too. Gogol has chipped in from his defensive position, but now Lafayette's going to regroup from behind their zone. Sutter goes for the, and that is an outlet pass attempt. There's Gogol, and that is an offsides. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off outside the zone. 1-1, 10 minutes left in the first period. The other boys are looking like they're getting a little more connected. We got the Calipari line out there with Walker and Sova. Coffey and Gogol on the blue line. Calipari, good job using the body and shielding. Here comes Walker. Like I said, 3 goals last night for Walker, passing a little bit behind. He takes some hard body. Welcome to high school hockey. There's Calipari, and that is a good shot from Coffey. Calipari with a good hit there into that kid on the boards. Puck popped out to Coffey, and he quick release, got one on goal. Again, still feeling these kids out. Calipari in the face-off circle. He ties up the man, but Lafayette comes away with it. Well, that's an aggressive play by Foy coming up from the defensive zone, but that again creates a, see if that Lafayette kid can get there. Good play by Lou on that bigger kid. Puck pops out. Oh no, oh, that could have been called a trip, but no, it's not. Foy's gonna regroup. He's gotta get rid of that puck. Okay, sends it back behind to Walker. Walker's there back behind his net. Backhander pass. Foy is back to Lou. A little bit of trouble with the break it here for these boys. Tries to get it to Sova, and he does get it out. They're going to be working on that system in practice next, I feel. Lafayette in the neutral zone. The kid skates are right in past several kids. Turns, heads up, and is poked aside. Good defensive play there. Tied up again by Lou. Man, he's not afraid to get dirty in those trenches, is he? Good pass out by Bevan up to Deep. Deep's got one-on-one. Fakes a slap bomb, but it doesn't. And the kid makes a, he actually kind of cowered away, but put his stick in, and he got a little bit lucky, I think, with that poke. Here comes Jackson. Good work with the feet there. Oh, off of Bevan's skates, and so that's going to pump out to the side. Jackson is tipped up. Now there's Deep. Gloved it down. Sends it back to O'Donnell. There's Jackson to Jackson. There's a good combo. He gets a late send down. Deep gets one on net. It was a good screen, but that goalie had time to catch that puck and see it into the glove. We get the Baker line out there. Baker, Charles, Bodine. We're going to change up that D line. We got Gogol working with Coffey. Some good pressure by this line last time. So let's see if they can get some of that going again. Baker wins the draw back to Bodine. Chips it back to Coffey. Coffey back off the board. Bodine has to give chase. He gets sealed off. There's Baker. Baker back to Bodine. He was not quite there. Now Maddox, Charles are going to have to. A little bit of positioning is off a little bit. Good work. Oh no, and Lafayette squeezes out with it. Now they got this kid. Oh, good play. Goal. Kid got in behind. I'm not so sure about that play. Some sloppy play again by the Eagles. 4 Eagles were late getting back. Habakkos came out, and that kid just looked a little nonchalant with that shot and that quick release. Post in, pretty good goal. Yeah, good goal by that kid. Draws one by Sutter. Lou gets tied up, and now it's just chipped in by Purchase. Lafayette collects back behind. Few good kids on this Lafayette team on this top line. They do make you pay, but now here comes Sutter. Good pass. Oh my goodness gracious, Tarbert fans on it. What a good play by Sutter. Tarbert was wide open. He's gonna have nightmares when he watches the replay of that. Perfect positioning though. It's early, and gets over Foy's skate. Lou's gonna have to skate back and collect it off the boards. And now here comes Lafayette. They have to wait till the kids get onside. Tries to skate through several kids. Purchase breaks it up, pumps it back out to the neutral zone. Lafayette works the cycle. Now it's sent in. Habakkot sticks it aside. Now here comes a rush. Oh, back sent in back behind Canapari. Tarbert looking for that breakout pass. Now Foy gets it back to Lou. Touch pass over there. Canapari. Now he's going to go. Oh, gets his head up just in time. That almost pretty dangerous. Lafayette. That's a little questionable pass. Oh, good play there by Walker. Oh, 1 to beat, and he couldn't quite get it. Now here comes Lafayette. They're on the breakout now. Tied up. They're going to call interference. I think that's on Canapari. Interfered on that kid. I think he was pretty well past the play, and he got stood up and held up into the boards. Well, last night there was one special teams goal, and it was a shorthanded goal by the Bruins. Maddox had a couple of good looks. Now we got Bodine and Maddox on the PK with the Jacksons on defense. Chipped out by Bodine. Foot race. Can he get there? No, but good pursuit. Good pursuit by Bodine on the PK. That menacing. Now he's got to get back, but 3 Valor boys are back. Kid brings it in through the neutral zone. Kids run into each other. And that is cleared. Jackson King is in deep. Oh, he could have passed one into Bodine, but oh, good job by the other Jackson staying back to this kid from Lafayette who's going to stick handle around a few times and gets a shot, and glove saved by Habakkos. 36 seconds burned off. Good PK job by Bodine. PK. We got deep in the face-off circle, working with Bevan on the other side. We got, oh, Foy gets hauled down. Ties up the puck. We got Golgo working. Oh no, puck pops out. They work it around, and there's that terrible shot that if you miss, it goes all the way back around out of the zone. That happened to the Valor kids a couple times last night at the end of the game. Good job by Deep on the pressure. He's got to stay with that kid. Good job by Deep. Ties that kid up. Almost causes an offside. There's number 7, Kramer. Puck goes all the way around. Coffey, good job playing. All right. Lafayette gets the umbrella set up. 43 seconds left. Good shot. Good stick there by Deep. Good job by Bevan. Bevan's going to clear it. Tarbert gets there first. Big clap on. Good shot by Tarbert. What a play. Good speed and aggressiveness by Tarbert. Good to see that. And that's an ice. Good play by Tarbert. Skates all the way up, outpaced that kid. By the time he got there, he was a full stride ahead of that kid. And a good hard shot. It was a low angle, sharp angle shot, but good big hard shot off of the blocker. Going to bring up Bodine and Maddox. Again, 6 seconds left. After that Canapari penalty. Good job on the PK. Maddox ships it up to himself. Oh, tries to get a good play by Bodine. And Bodine went for the wraparound. He gets hauled down. No call there. Same refs, and you're right. They didn't like these Valor kids. And they made no calls there. But now this penalty is over. So now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. We got Baker back on the ice. Maddox seals off that. I think this is the Locomotive. He seals off that Locomotive kid. Jackson tries to get it out to Bodine, does get it out to center ice. There's Bodine. He's working with Baker. 2-on-3 to chip into the back of that kid's back. I'm not so sure about that play by Bodine, but it was a 2-on-3, so hard to do much there. Baker regroups center ice. Good pass off the board to Charles. Charles takes a stutter step, and that is sent in. No ice. Bodine on the forecheck, rimmed around. Maddox gets there with some help. That puck back behind him. Oh, Bodine was going the other direction. Good play by Baker to try and tap it in. Bodine spins off for a change. There, Foy, he comes up from his deep. Oh no, we got to be a little more aggressive on that play. The Lafayette kid was offside, so he's going to have to let it go. There's Foy. Over there to his glove, and that will be some stoppage. Now we got the Canapari line is out there. Canapari with Walker and Sova. Walker comes out with it. No one's with him though, except for 4 Locomotives. Canapari up to Sova. He shovels it in down deep. Walker gives chase. Good job by Canapari too. Walker sends that kid down. Canapari falls down. That's damn. They're going to call a penalty. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, is that offsetting or no? Looks like that's a roughing call. Number 6 for the Locomotive, and now we'll get to see this power play unit go to work. Had some good cycles last night, some good puck movement. It's fun to watch at the end. They had a 5-on-6 and then a 6-on-4 and then a 6-on-5. Ref saying, come on, George, move it along. So we're going to get the PP1 unit out. Couple new faces. We got Tarbert out there. Oh, because Fisher's not out there, I see. So now we got Baker in the face-off circle. Baker wins the draw. Back to Maddox. He works the front. Back to Maddox. Tarbert, there's Bodine. Down low to Baker. Tries to sneak in, does Bodine. Maddox is going to survey. Shot, screen shot. Oh, Bodine could not get it around that big pad. He's got some time, though. Good job. Gets it back out to Baker. Doesn't panic. Baker cross ice to Tarbert. Maddox over to Bodine, and he takes that just, well, that's a one-timer that was nowhere near the net. He's going to want that one over. Tarbert shrugs off one. Good job. They stay with it. Maddox is going to regroup. He's going to cycle, look over to Bodine. He's going to settle it down. Bodine surveys up to Maddox. No look shot. Oh, he was a good job looking that goalie off. He was looking at Tarbert, and he passed it over. 1:13 left. We'll get to see PP1 unit. So not bad, some okay puck movement, still no ideal shots, but again, they're just kind of working on some systems here early in the season. That's probably, I don't know, what, the 3rd, 4th power play of the season thus far. We got Bevan in there with Sutter, Lou, Coffey, and Purchase. Bevan, that puck's tied up. Oh no, Bevan was fighting with it. Oh, good job by Lou to keep it in, but he takes a body. There's Bevan. He's got it out to the right. Passes over to Coffey. He's got some time. Up top to Lou. He had a goal from that spot last night. He's got a lane, and he does. He gets it on goal. Doesn't make it in. Good follow by Purchase. Gets a quick stick on it. Good job keeping it in, does Coffey. Coffey back to Lou. Lou dances the blue line. Looks over. There's Sutter. Sutter's got some time. He goes back to Lou. Got a, deflection down, gets knocked down by Bevan, is not on net. The Purchase is there. This PP2 looked pretty good. They can organize. Back to Purchase. Purchase to Sutter. Sutter back up top to Lou. Good job looking by Lou. Coffee. Lou doesn't see anything. There's Lou again. Back to Sutter. Oh, it takes some time. Needs to one-time that. A little bit slow on the release there. And the goalie had plenty of time to slide over. Chipped out of harm's way. We got 10 seconds left on the penalty. Maybe one last rush. Sent up to Sutter. Sutter is going to have to regroup. Tries to get. He's looking. Oh, it sends it into the corner where Bodine is at. They've got a little bit more time. Down low to Maddox. Oh no, Maddox up top to Lou. Lou's gonna send it in. Have to wait for Bodine to up. Nope, that is the delayed offsides is over. There's Maddox back to Lou. Lou back to Jackson. Jackson King should be more descriptive on that. Good job by Baker. Stick race. Oh no, and that is gonna be an ice. It was a good play by Baker. I don't think he saw where that puck squeaked out to, and flipped back to Lou, and Lou was looking for that stretch pass, but it was unable to connect, and that will go all the way down for an ice. 2-1 Locomotive lead. Couple good kids on this Locomotive team, and Charles draws one covered up by Havikos, though. Still have the same injured crew. This Fowler team is missing 5 key players from this varsity squad. Baker wins it back to the corner to one of the Jacksons. There's O'Donnell to King. King battling, gives a puck that goes out to the center and comes out. Oh, you didn't see it. That puck is loose in front. Good job by Havikos to clog that up. Puck is covered, and that ref was so late to blow that whistle. The guys were jamming at the goalie for 3 or 4 seconds, and those refs were like, yeah, I didn't see the puck. It was under Havikos, and he took several sticks. Finally blow it dead. Canapari lines out there with Walker and Sova. Canapari wins the draw, and he's going to chip it up, and that will be another icing. 6 seconds left in the first period. Locomotive up 2-1. Canapari tries to chip it up to himself. Taken by Gogol. It's kicked out soccer style, and that will do it for the first period. So some positives there. A little bit of questionable play there. Turns out the end result is, I'll pull up some stats here, see if I can get some stats on shots on goal. A little bit late on the score sheet last night. It wasn't syncing up. Here we go. The shot totals after that first period. And the Screaming Eagles are 0 for 1 on the power play, so still looking for their first power play goal. Shots on goal are 14 by the Screaming Eagles versus 6 by Lafayette. 6 shots, but 2 pretty good shots and 2 pretty good goals. That first one was a screen 17 seconds into the game, and then that other one was a post in on a 2-on-1 with that kid streaking up the side. So good job getting shots on goal by the Screaming Eagles. And you got to just kind of think about it that the goals are going to come. But again, we'll see what this second period has in store for us. And a reminder that we will zam the ice. The closest whistle to halfway through this second period is effectively halftime. We'll stop for a quick zam, which will be, say, 10 to 12 minutes. Make new ice, give the boys a breather, and then back out. First goal by Maddox Charles. It's the second goal of the season. The assist by Bauer Bodine and Jackson King. And now we will see, it's Gabe Fisher. Gabe Fisher's back out there, so he sat a period. He must have done something that maybe got a little bit of a breather, but Gabe should be raring to go. Brought in by King. He sends it in deep. We got Gabe working out there with Bevan. And deep. Puck is swung all the way around. Kept down in. There's Bevan. He turns, back to himself. That move doesn't work. He falls down. Oh, turnover in the middle. There's Jackson O'Donnell, rather. Good job by Gabe bodying that kid to get there. Kept in by Jackson King, but puck disconnects. And now here we're going the other direction. Oh, Gabe did not see it. It was down on his feet. And now it's sent in. Good job by Fisher with the check there. Deep with another check. Boys coming out playing a little bit with a little more physicality here. Bevan crossed the deep. Bevan gets sent down. That was a little bit of a late hit, but it's taken away. And there's Fisher. Good job pulling off. That would have been a late contact, and the refs were probably looking to call another penalty there. Dumped in, and this, that could have been danger. Jackson King cycled back for the line change. And, good job intercepting that puck is Maddox, but that goes back into the bench. That means the Baker's line is out on the ice. We got Maddox working with Baker, Bodine, Foy, and Gogol on the blue line. Baker ties up. Maddox comes out with it. He's going to bring it in. It's 3-on-2. Good shot. Score! There's Maddox. Good job. And the man is back with goal number 2. He had some, I thought it was fun to watch the acceleration over the blue line where you saw that seam. I'm looking at the replay now. Goes around one, goes wide. Saw exactly where he wanted to shoot that. I think he went 7-hole, which is in between that arm and the leg of the goalie. Good seeing eye shot by Maddox. Goes wide, comes back, and that was exactly it. He goes 7-hole. 2 goals for Maddox. Good job. Dumped back in. Bodine first to get there. Chipped up a little lazily by the Locomotive kid, but it stays down in the zone. Now they're going to try for the breakup. Good job by Gogol coming in, but now the boys need to get back. There's Baker. Shot. Good kick save by Havikas. There's Bodine. He gets to it. He just punches it out to the middle of the ice. That's a little bit of a dangerous play. There's Gogol to help out. Touch pass, Bodine to Maddox. He's got some speed again. He's coming in one-on-one, goes around one. Good last-minute poke check. Shot, that doesn't connect. Bodine with some stick. There's Baker to help. Back to Bodine. He circles back the wrong way. Not so sure, but that, Foy could not keep it in, so he has to cycle back. Turns it back, and he's going to try and send it in, but now it comes over to Baker. He's going to send it in, and the boys are going to go for a change. There's Purchase. He backhands it back into the corner. And muscles through some, good work by Purchase, but got a little bit turned around. Good job keeping it in as Foy. Tarbert fell down. He could have tried to tee one up, and now we got Coffey. He turns, banks it back in. 18, Max Sutter brings it in. He's got Tarbert, shot. There was Purchase on the doorstep too, but just out of reach. Foy tries to, Lou tries to tee it up, but he can't. Now it's back in. And nobody wants the puck. Sutter thought that Purchase was getting it. Purchase thought Sutter was getting it, but now both of them are back there. Lafayette cannot. They look all kinds of out of sort now. Another chance. Purchase gets there first. He's got 2 guys on him. Needs some help. Gets it back to Sutter. Can Sutter close? Sent all the way back around. Here comes it. Coffey sends it back in. Keeps it in. Purchase gets there. He's battling. Coffey comes in from his point. Turns back around. They're playing catch back behind the net. Lafayette is just going to turn, and they can't get it out off the back of that kid. Sends it off the back of that kid twice. Finally gets it out. Passes off his back twice, and they finally get that out. That was, oh my goodness. And then Tarbert rims it around the Caden Lou for some reason. He turns it over in the middle of the ice. All right, now let's see if we can get some semblance of order back. Sutter back up to Coffey. He goes wide. 1-on-4. Shot doesn't connect. Now the boys going for a change. Walker is trying to close. There's Jackson O'Donnell. He misplays a little bit, but he's able to keep with it. Good job getting around him with Canapari. Coffey is pushed off that puck, but Jackson O'Donnell sends it in. Good work by Canapari on the forecheck there. He's in deep. menacing there, but here comes Lafayette on the breakout. Pretty good play there to reach that kid streaking. That's the, come all the way in. Oh, shot is wide. That's that, I think, one of their better kids. This is their top lines out there. Oh my goodness gracious, and that's a trip. Number 8, Pierce, goes down. Yep, I think that's a trip by O'Donnell. So he's going to go to the box, and then we've got Bodine and Maddox Charles out on the PK unit. Let's see if they can't get a shorty, their first special teams goal of this twisted wrist or tourney. Charles into the face-off zone against presumably the #1 power play unit for the Lafayette Locomotive. Draws one back by Maddox, and he's going to turn and send it all the way back around. That Lafayette kid was frozen. He's just standing there. I'm not so sure why he wasn't trying to get that, but whatever the case, there's Bodine giving some pressure in the middle of the ice. Lafayette with the breakout. They make the zone. Good job by Bodine to break that up and get that puck out. We're going to have to regroup, does Lafayette. Now they're trying to gain zone entry. Tries to go up against Maddox. Ooh, just out of the reach. Oh, that was not the right play by Bodine. Oh my goodness. And then Gogo fans on it, the clearing attempt. Lafayette's trying to set up the umbrella, trying to set up. Shot doesn't make it through. Here's Bodine. He's going to chip it out at the tail end of a shift. Pretty good play. 1:06 left in the penalty. Oh my goodness, what a play by Maddox. Good job, that good strength. He bodied that kid off. Now here comes Lafayette with a 5-on-3. Maddox, oh, he hits the trailer. There's Lafayette. Grounder. Goal. Oh my goodness. A little bit of lazy play there by the Screaming Eagles. The kid fanned on that shot. All the Valor kids were late to get back. They were all hanging out on the other side of the goal. Kid fanned on the shot. Pretty lucky rebound right onto that kid's skate, but he does make right onto his stick, and he does make a nice low angle shot. So that is a power play goal given up by Valor. They've given up 2 special teams goals this season, and all right, here we go. Good job. Now we've got this Canapari line working hard. They bring it in offsides. Good call there by the refs. 3-2 Lafayette with the lead. This is a top line out there for Lafayette too. Walker brings it in, gets a little bit tied up with Sova, sends it in over the net. Lafayette is slow, falls down, but there's Sova to collect it. He gets bodied off that pretty easily. Now here comes Lafayette going the other direction. Pass off of the boards. Coffey tries to intercept. Good swing stick by Coffey. Oh my goodness. And then big hit. Foy takes a big hit. Lafayette gets hauled down. Good job flipping it out, does Foy, without taking the ice. Yeah, this line actually has some pretty good stuff here. So when they're on the line and they get that mismatch, there's Foy. Oh my goodness, he sends it back around, and on the other side had Walker. Coffey dekes one direction and sends it out, but now it's back up top. Save by Habekost. Sova sends it out to the middle. Now it's just sent out. Fortunately, it was a deflection, a little bit of a danger. Now we're caught in the middle of a line change, and that kid comes in offside. That was crazy. That was definitely outside. Good save by Habekost. Kid came in offside. I don't know if we'll get a replay on that one, but nope, don't get a replay, but I do get a replay on that save. Good save by Habekost. Comes out to challenge that kid. I thought that kid was in offsides by a couple strides, but that was another bad line change by the Screaming Eagles. All 5 kids went out, and it was basically a 3-on-0 for the Locomotive. Fortunately, it wasn't one of their gunners that was on that break. Now comes out to King. Jackson back to Jackson. They play a little bit catch. King connects in the middle, looking for purchase. Now here comes Lafayette. They're trying to organize the breakout, and they do send it out into this kid's feet, though. There's one of the Jacksons. O'Donnell sends it back in. Good play. There's Tarbert on the chase. Back in behind the net. Oh, good job. That Lafayette kid was breaking, and that should be an ice. And that will roll all the way back down for an icing. .9:27 left in this second period, so about another minute, and we'll see a Zam give the boys a break, go back to the locker room, they regroup with coach. Gabe Fisher's in there, draws one back by O'Donnell. Oh, centering attempt by Bevan, but it was clogged up. Kept in by O'Donnell. Fisher tries to go back up top. A little bit of a dangerous pass that's intercepted by number 9. This is that top line again. These kids play more than the first line in the Cherry Creek team. This coach worked these kids pretty hard. O'Donnell up to Bevan, backhands it up out of the zone. Good battle by Gabe, stays with it, pops out to deep, score! Great goal by Deep. Way to stick with it. Gabe Fisher with the body, gets it in his feet, pushes that kid in, keeps it in the zone. Deep picks it up, uses the man for a screen, and what a great goal. Great quick release. They live relatively close to Deep, and I can hear him shooting all day long, all across the summer, and it's paying off with that seeing eye shot. That goes 7-hole too, so good work all summer long working on that shot, and it is rewarded there with a goal. Good job. Baker line is out, tied it up 3-3. Gogol off the dasher to Baker, runs into a kid. Bodine gives chase. Good job working by Bodine. He's now in pursuit. This kid makes it all the way down, sends it in deep. Gogol gets there. He's going to rim it around. Baker gives chase. Bounces off one. Madish comes in to help out. They can't get it out. Baker gives some body. They finally, oh no, they don't get it out, but all three forwards are caught on the, oh no. Whoa, what a save by Habakkuk. What a great move by that Lafayette kid. Toe drags around a kid. Another, oh, big rebound goal. Yeah, that was what happened. You had Baker and Maddox were fighting up top to clear that puck out of the zone. Bodine was pinching, a little bit of a cherry pick, waiting for an outlet pass. Lafayette got the puck back, and suddenly it was like a 5-on-2. They got it in. That first move didn't score, and the second move right in the chest of Habakkuk. Big juicy rebound, and the kid was just there to clean up the scraps. Some very sloppy play in front of the net by Valor. 8:07 left. I assume they're going to zam the ice now. Valor Eagles giving up 4 goals first half of the game, and can't really pin much of that on the goalie. Way too lax on the defense. No pressure, not tying up the kids in front. Some questionable plays on the outlet passes, so some sloppy play, making Lafayette look like a quadruple A team here. We'll give it a 12-minute break, and we'll be back with you in about 12 minutes. And we are back after the ZAM, and I guess we'll call it the halftime intermission. Locomotives with a 4-3 lead halfway through the game. Shots are 19-14. So I believe it was 14-6 halfway through, or after the first period. So another 2 goals on another 8 shots for the Locomotives. Havikos needs a lot more support, clogging up, getting way too many second chances, third chances, screen shots in front. Missed that big Jenkins and big Ronan Hirschfield. About now, Elijah Fisher, Eddie Chen, those big boys in front of the net, shove people out of the way, but here we go. Sutterline is out there. Sutter working with Purchase and Tarbert. We got the Jacksons on the point. Draws one back by Locomotives. Sent in up into the netting. And that will be our first stoppage. A few seconds in, we'll do a face-off outside the zone. Top lines out there for the Locomotives. Draws one back by Sutter. Uh-oh, King fans on it. The other King then is able to sweep it out. Good pursuit by Tarbert. Oh no, and that doesn't quite connect, but some good work by the boys there. Good job. Now Jackson King is back there, and he swings it around. Now it's up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell outlet pass to Tarbert. Tarbert goes up the left side, gets by one, tries to body with the protect. Good job keeping it down low. It's back to Sutter. He tries to tee it up back to the center. He couldn't. Purchase battling. Now it comes out to the Locomotives, and they get it out into the neutral zone. Now it's one-on-one. Good job by King coming up to play. Good challenging of that play, brought in by Pierce. He's going to leave it to his comrade, and that is turned around, and he can't get a shot off. The Locomotive keep it in. Turn and sent back down in deep. Sutter gets there first. Sutter's got some time. He had all kinds of time. Sent back by King. Around to Gogol. A little questionable. I'm not so sure. Once again, this Valor cannot. Oh no, Gogol leaves it be. He loses the puck back behind the net. Lafayette's there first. They're battling harder. King is still out there. He's been out there a while. He needs a change. There's a screen shot, goes way wide. Tarbert's still out there too. Now these guys have been out there for almost a full 2 minutes, and they can't get off the ice. Finally it comes out. Tarbert's at the end of a shift, and he's going to chip it in. Sends it in pretty firmly, and now here comes Lafayette going the other way with some numbers, and that is sent all. Nope, that is not in for an ice. Foy gets there. He's working with Gogol, sent back around to Bodine. Touch pass to Baker. Baker forgets the puck, and now they're caught up. Tries to tick on through one. Maddox to off Bodine's foot. Maddox up to himself. Bodine gets back on side. 1-on-4. Oh, Maddox gets stood up. Bodine helps out. Back to Maddox. He's still working. Back to Bodine. It's in his feet, and it's chipped out, and that should be an ice. That comes all the way down. So this is some good pressure by this line. There's Charles working real hard down in deep. See if the boys can get some pressure here. Get something started. Baker line is working with Maddox, and we got Gogol and Foy on the blue line. Baker wins it back to Maddox. Shot blocker to side by that goalie. And now Lafayette's contentious to send it all the way back down for another ice. We're going to get some new skaters on there, do the Screaming Eagles. Fisher line. Gabe Fisher is out there with Deep and Bevan. Good to see Deep score that goal. Fisher wins the draw, sent back in by Foy. Gogol caught a little bit in between no man's land. He comes up, takes some body, but sent back in by Bevan. Now he's on the chase, gets some support from Fisher. Left back for the Locomotive, and they're going to play catch back in behind the net. Coffey comes back in from his defensive point. He's still in there working. Back up top to deep, another shot, deflection. Oh, Bevan could not get turned around for the rebound there. Good shot from deep at the point. Good pursuit too. And now here comes Lafayette. Had a kid in deep, and now Valor's back. We got 4 kids back. Coffey gives chase and back into Fisher. Fisher has some time, head up, and he scoops it back out, and he does get it out. Now it's a little bit disorganized in the middle of the ice. Caden Lou chips it up to Bevan. Bevan takes body, bounces off 2. Now Valor goes for a change. They're caught in another bit of a change. Oh my goodness. Oh, good save by Haverkost. Oh my goodness, and that's turned over right in front of the net there. Yeah, Lou just passed it directly to the Locomotive kid right in the middle of the ice. Not so sure about that. Not so sure who he was passing it to. Lafayette kid was right there. Pretty bad turnover, and Lafayette makes him pay. 5-3 Lafayette. Very sloppy play by Screaming Eagles coming in out of the halftime. Canapari line is out there. Lafayette brings it in. Jackson's tying him up. Walker a little bit slow on that, goes the other direction. Good work there by Canapari battling for it. Pops right up top to Lafayette. Shot bodied by the goalie. No screen or anything in front of that, so a pretty routine shot. Try some new skaters out there. The Baker line comes out, down 5-3 now. Quick goal by Lafayette after the turnover. Puck comes back out. Shot from the point, no screen again. Number 4 again with a shot on net. Draws one by Baker, but Lafayette battles and gets there first. Shot, good save, good play by those kids. Took it in low, and just again, Valor is not there to cover the front. Kid breaks in, and this kid is wide open. Sneaks in, and good save by Haverkost. Try some new kids out there. Baker line gets the hook, and now we've got Sutter is in there with Purchase, and Tarbert turned over again by Valor in front. Another shot, that's over the top of the net. Lafayette is there first again, back to Lafayette. Another shot by that kid, that goes back over the top. Good job by King, finally clearing somebody out from front of the net. And here comes Sutter with some speed, 1-on-4. It pops out to Tarbert. Oh, and Purchase could not close there. Tarbert got a shot, but it didn't quite make it through a sea of bodies in front. Good job breaking it up and keeping it in as Tarbert keeps it in along the boards. He gives chase down into the corner. Gets some help from Purchase. Those two kids working together pretty nicely. Purchase gives battle. Puck pops out. Lafayette comes out. There's Purchase. He's got a hold of it. Pass in front. Oh, Sutter could not get it through. Good play by Sutter, but it was on. Sorry, good play by Purchase. It's on Sutter's backhand though. But good try to shovel it through that 5-hole. Ozone face-off for the Baker-Charles-Bodine line with Gogol and Foy on the blue line. See if the boys can't get a goal here with 3:01 left in the second period, down by 2 goals. Kid gets hauled down, no penalty. Gogol seals it off. There's Maddox. Looks for Bodine, but goes all the way off the board. Bodine was late to the play. Oh, Foy can't keep it in. And now we got 2 people going the other way. A little bit of a hook. Good. Oh, Gogol gets spilled. No penalty. Goalie's looking for a penalty. Good stick by Bodine at the end to break it out. Now here comes these forwards. Maddox comes up the right side. Goes center. Goes back to himself. He's got a shot off the post up into the netting. Good job by Maddox, weaving from high right to down low left inside the circle and gets a shot off with some traffic in front. Again, he saw the shot that he wanted. I'll try another new line out there. Got that Fisher line out there. Fisher working with Deep and Bevan to Lou. Lou sends it back down into the corner. Bevan gives chase. He gets there first. Good hustle. Takes a body. Ties it up. Keeps it in. Coffee can't keep it in. Now we're going the other direction. There's Lou. Good stick. Good stick. He hauls the kid down. No penalty. Good play. Now he tries to chip it out. And Fisher gets it out. And Deep, he sticks it up. That's out of reach of Bevan, but here comes Lafayette working the other way. Good forecheck by Deep. He gets there first. Kid turns and no look, swats it. Fortunately, there's a kid there. And now here comes Lafayette, sent in by Pierce. I think it's this kid, Seiji Pierce, pretty good player. Now it's just dumped all the way back in by Coffee, and that's going to be an ice. Had a little bit of time. Like spur of the moment play. 1 minute 40 left in the second period, and Valor's down 5-3. And coming out of that halftime, they've looked very sloppy. Defensive play, both as far as the offense and defense, a little bit sloppy on the defense. Jackson sends it back to Jackson. The other Jackson flips around to Silva, tries the outlet pass to Walker, doesn't connect. Now Canapari's there with some speed, up the side, sharp angle, tries to shovel it in, 5-hole! And that goalie covers it up right on the edge. That was close to being a goal. Nope, saw that replay, nope, that puck was pinned. Canapari, the ref's in the way, can't shut it up. Silva gets pinched up on the boards. Pops out, goalie tries to cover, he can't cover, puck seems like it's loose, but it's not. Not covered up. Walker gets it back to Silva. Silva tried front to Canapari, and that is gloved down. Tried to get that, and that puck was up in the air. Silva working back behind the net. Here comes the Baker line out there with Bodine and Charles. 5-3, a minute left, so 59 seconds left in the second period. It'd be nice to get one going in. Puck's one back. Goes O'Donnell, sends it back to Maddox. Nobody there. He shoots it right into that kid's stomach. Bodine just does a skate by and doesn't connect with it. Goes to the other side now. King plays up, tries to play the puck, and here comes Lafayette going the other direction. Defense gets back. Bodine with a good stick. Bodies the kid in, gets just bodied off the play by that kid. Comes all the way back up top. Low shot, nobody saw that, but fortunately it was wide. Goes all the way back up and not out of the zone. Baker can't get there, but they've got a 2-on-3. He's got a 2 offense with him. To Bodine, oh, he gets a shot off, but it goes wide. Pretty good play by Baker. Shot gloved down by that goal. Oh no, he doesn't glove it down. Puck's still alive. I thought that was going to be the end of that play, but now it comes out to Jackson. Jackson back to the other O'Donnell. Now here comes Baker. Baker, errant pass. Oh, and that is it for the second period. A little bit of a heater there at the end of that period. Baker with some good work brings it in on 3-on-2. Lafayette did a pretty good job of clogging up the lanes, though. Baker, the last moment, got one over to Bodine, who managed to get one onto his forehand and sent a dribbler just wide. So after 2 periods, Lafayette shots are 26-20 in favor of the Screaming Eagles. However, the scoreboard is 5-3 in favor of Lafayette. George is over there talking to the kids. We've seen him make some unbelievable in-game changes, coaching, suggestions, all of that. And now the boys really need to put the gas on this third period. Again, I think they're just trying to, work out all of the pairings, teamwork, knowing where the boys are going to be on the ice. I will say, as I watched the beginning of last season, it took a little while, and once the boys started to mesh, boy, did they start to mesh, winning both CPHL and CHASA. And here we go. Sutter line is out there. Tarbert Purchase draws one back, tied up. Sutter brings it in. Look at that. All five Lafayette get back. Sutter with a good stop move, but now it goes back the other direction. There's Coffey to fish it out, but then here comes Lafayette with some speed. Oh my goodness. Oh, good play by Habakost. Shot kind of through his legs, but it comes out. Tarbert can't quite get there. It's deflected back behind. Oh my goodness. Jackson King sends it right out front. Got a little fortunate. Purchase clears it out, and that is no ice. It's waved off, and that kid just panic passes to nobody by Lafayette does, but now they're regrouping. Lafayette looks a little bit out of sorts. Lafayette trying to break it up. They finally get it into the zone. Luz thinks to just, oh no, he gets shoved in. Good job bodying it, getting the puck out of the way. Lafayette keeps it down low, goes back down into the corner. Jackson King gives chase, and he's going to just dump it out. A couple of sticks are in the way. Gabe Fisher's line's now on. Got Bevan working with Gabe. It's off Bevan. Deep start, stop. He makes the zone. Leaves it for Fisher. Back to Bevan. It's in his feet. Turns, backhand. Doesn't connect with net. Pretty good attempt, though. You never know. Get one on net. It might go in. Lou was caught in no man's land. He couldn't go up on it. Couldn't go back. Now it's sent back in. Here's Bevan. He's got some speed. He stops. Oh, and he leaves the puck. Not bad play. Fisher, he's still working with it. He's back behind the net. Shoves off one. Loses the puck, and now it goes back the other direction. Coffey puts one on net. Fisher's in front. Oh, just shoots it wide. Pretty good play there by Fish. Now it's sent all the way back in, and that would be an, oh no, the goalie plays it, and that would have been an icing, actually. Lafayette cycles, gets it down low. Coffey menacing. Lafayette kid shrugs him off. Pretty big kid. Shot from the point, wide. I don't think Habakost saw that. 14:39. Coffey comes out with it, makes center line, runs into a kid. Now we're in the middle of a line change. A lot of kids on the ice. Here comes Baker and Maddox. Oh, couldn't get a deflection. Oh. And that will be a stoppage. Baker, good job racing up the side. Tried to get it in front. Maybe off of one of the locomotive kids' skates, but as it is, it's now an ozone faceoff. 14:33 left in the game. Baker's working back behind the net. There's Maddox. He gets to it first. Bodain is just loitering out in front. Nobody was able to get the puck. Now it goes all the way back down, and that is going to be an icing. .18 left in the game. 5-3 Lafayette lead. The Valor Eagles need to put some goals on the board here. Draws one back to Foy. Foy tries to chip it down to Bodain. It's high up in the boards. Bodain gets bodied into the boards. He works it out to Maddox. Good shot. Good job by Maddox. Now back out to Maddox. Goalie without his stick. Maddox sees that, tries to shoot. Foy, oh no, Foy does keep it in. That kid goes for the body, not for the puck. Pretty fortunate play. There's Gogo. Good job squirting it out. Now here's Maddox. Goes around one. He makes the zone. He's got trailers. Shot high. Big rebound. There's Bodain. Can he get it front? No, he leaves it and just turns and leaves it to nobody. And that is an icing. Not so sure what he was thinking. He was trying to drop it to Maddox, but turned out to be a very innocent play. And it looked like they had some numbers, and certainly they had some speed, momentum, and intensity. Canapari's now out there with Silva and Walker. Got the Jacksons on the blue line. Oh, I thought that was a good shot, good attempt by Canapari. Just goes wide. Walker up top. O'Donnell. Oh, low shot goes off that kid's foot. Now they're going the other direction. Leaves it. Oh no, O'Donnell was a little bit caught up, didn't know what to do. Walker sends it back to King. Here comes King on the breakout to Silva off of his stick. They leave it. Lafayette now maintains control. Walker, good job being back, but that pops right out to Pierce. Tries to leave it down low. O'Donnell pops it up to Canapari, out to Silva. He does not connect on that pass. Glove down to Silva. He's by himself. Goes wide. Good shot, though. He had no help, but he was in alone on the goalie. Now it's just scoot back up to Jackson King. He's going to glove it down. Chips it up into the center. Nobody except for a Lafayette kid. Now Lafayette sends it down into the corner, and they're going to go for a change. Lou's there first. And he leaves it for King. That's questionable. That's turned over. Oh my goodness, they get lucky. The Bevan falls down, but he was back into play. Shot, deflection, doesn't make it through. Boys need to complete this line change. Good speed by Baker. Baker's out there working now. A little bit of a strange line, but there's Baker. Look at the speed he brings. Baker brings it up. Oh, and he gets taken down. Big hit. Baker tries to weave around them. He pops right back up, sends right back down into the corner. Deep gets there. Deep spins back around. Bevan's down working. Now all three forwards going to help. Spits out the other direction. Now Lafayette's going the other direction. That kid's got a break. Coffey's racing with him. The boys get back in time. Lafayette comes out with it, chipped up, and that is a penalty. Not so sure who the penalty is on. Penalty's on Lafayette. Oh, my goodness gracious, and then Bevan ices it when, oh, okay, well, get the power play on. I don't think Bevan knew it was a late penalty, but they could have got the extra attacker on for a 5-on-6 for a little bit of time, but as it is, we'll get the PP1 unit out there. 5-3, and we got 11:20 left in the third period. And I'm not so sure why the face-off's not, because it was iced. Okay, well, as it turns out, oh, and that puck squirts out, and Lafayette is going to be able to get the clear. Yep, they leave it for Deep. Deep leaves it for Maddox. Maddox with some speed up to Beaudin. Beaudin's got a seam on the side. He gets shoved off it, leaves it for Maddox. Maddox goes up, sets up camp. There we go, the boys have it set up. There's Fisher. Fisher to Maddox. Maddox cross-ice to Beaudin. Beaudin, oh, you saw Gabe breaking in, but he couldn't get it to him. There's Maddox up top to Fisher. Fisher to Beaudin. Beaudin down low to Baker. Baker's got a space. Score! Joey Baker, first goal of his high school career. Good play. Beaudin down low to Baker, and Baker had some space, and he took it. Great job on the replay. You see, he goes right in, and good low shot on the ice. Good job, Joey Baker, with your first goal at a very opportune time. 10:29 left in the game, and that is the first power play goal by the Screaming Eagles this season. 4-5 deficit now. Locomotive up 5-4, but good job. Maybe there'll be some momentum. Great goal by Joey Baker. That was good. Good job seeing that he had that open ice, and he took it. Puck goes back in deep. Got the Max Sutter line working with Purchase, and that is sent all the way back up, and that is going to be an ice. And so we'll get an ozone face-off. .10:08 left. Plenty of time left on the clock for the boys to tie it up, take the lead. Got to play good defense, clog lanes, Good puck movement. Lafayette sends it all the way back around, and that gets past Foy. Foy giving chase. Good play. Got by Tarbert. Tarbert up to Sutter. Oh, Sutter, good thought though. He tried to get up to Purchase. Oh no! And that's Gogo gets running down. Could have been dangerous. Good play. Oh my goodness! And now this kid's in. Here's this Pierce kid. Good save by Havikos. Oh my goodness! It's a late pass. Purchase late pass to Tarbert. Foy falls down. Gogo sends it all the way back around. Can Sutter get there? Oh, the kid fans it. He's tripped. That is unbelievable. That ref did not make that call. It's either a trip or an interference, and the ref just watches that happen. Good pass by Purchase, just out of the reach from Tarbert. Canapari tries to get one on net, but he can't. I can't believe that ref didn't make that call. But we play on. Lafayette brings it in. Shot saved by Havikos. Sutter had some speed and a step going up the right side. Kid interfered or tripped him, and the ref just watched that happen. Canapari is working out there with Sova and Walker. Jackson back to Jackson. Up to Sova. Oh, Sova's got to converge on that puck. Up to Canapari. Touch pass over there to Walker. Walker 1-on-3. Sends it down into Sova. Sova backs away. Big body coming, and that is a penalty? All right, that's a makeup call. I'm not so sure what that was. If that was a rough or interference, but we'll take it. Maybe a makeup call there, interference or rough. Yeah, they're calling roughing. Good job. Sova drew a penalty. We'll send the PP1 unit out there, see if they can strike gold like this last time. Good work again. That was Beaudin to Baker. Baker down in the corner, sat out open ice and skated right in. Sweet play by Joey. All right, Fisher steps into the zone. Fished out. Finally comes out. There's Fisher. Up to Maddox. Maddox draws one back. Over to Beaudin. He's got some space. Up top to Fisher. Fisher looks him off to Maddox. Off his feet. He's got some time. Spins back around. Knocks the kid down. Good strength by Maddox. Man, it's fun to watch him skate. Back up top to Maddox. Low to Gabe. Gabe to Beaudin. Oh my goodness gracious. Why did not Beaudin shoot that? Back up to Maddox. Good puck movement, boys. Maddox. Oh, and he shoots that wide. It must have been deflected. There's Beaudin. He comes out with it. He's got time. Back to Baker. Baker. Oh. Gets it left. Goal! Great pass at Baker to deep. What a sweet play. Baker down low, and he gets it to deep for Deep's second of the game. Good play, boys. Good puck movement. Great job, and that's how the power play is supposed to work. Boys are starting to sync up on this. 5-5, 7:54 left in the game. And that's 2 power play goals for Valor in the last 2 attempts. Good job, great puck movement. They dominated that O zone for the full minute. It took them to score that goal. Great job. Sutter wins the drawback. Lou up to Tarbert. He's on the chase. Good job, good menacing. There's Walker, he comes up. Kept in by Sutter. Turn around. There's Tarbert. Puck pops out. Walker's still working hard. Walker back up top to Lou. Lou, low shot, doesn't make it through. Pops out. Oh, I thought Walker was going to turn that one around. Pops out. Tarbert's working. Gets some support from Walker. Lou comes in. Good job pinching to keep it up, but then it pops out. Oh, good job by Coffey. Gets his skates in the way and breaks up that play. Coffey back behind the net. He circles. He gets pushed down. Lafayette. Oh, good job. Here comes Walker. He's got Tarbert with him. Passes behind Tarbert. Tarbert does the right thing and just sends it in. The boys spin off for a change. 7:25 left. Third period. 5-5 game. Good game. Canapari line comes on. Good work by Canapari. Tries to get it up to Purchase. Purchase, good job on the chase. Purchase menacing, good job, ties that kid up. Back to Canapari, Scoot Sova can't get it, stick on it. Oh my goodness. Good play by Canapari to center that puck. Sova was in just a catbird seat there, but could not turn it loose. Puck sent in, Habakkuk gloves it down. 6:50 left in the game. We got some stoppage now. Man, that was a nice sequence back there. The boys were working hard. Baker is now out there with Bevan and deep. Puck pops out to Devin. Bevan cross ice to deep. He's looking for his third. Here comes Bevan. He's in. Sharp angle. Goes all the way back in behind the net. Stays with it. Pops out to Baker. Baker turns. Sends it down low to Bevan. Oh, Bevan deep had snuck in there and he was looking for his third goal. All the way back up top to Jackson King. Shot wide. There's deep on. Oh, there's Baker on the follow. Good job by Baker trying to jam that in short side. Good hard work by the boys. 6:21 left, 5-5 tie. Oh, Joey was in that back door and it just popped over his stick. Good hard work. We'll see Gabe Fisher out there with Bodine and Maddox with the Jacksons on the point. Uh-oh. Here comes puck going the other direction. Good job, Bodine getting his stick in the way. Puck comes in, Bodine backhands it out. Fished out. Oh, good job by Fisher. Good job. Looks up at the last second. There's Maddox. Oh my goodness gracious. What a great play by Gabe Fisher. The last second he looks up, reverse checks that kid, and the puck came right out to Maddox. Here's Gabe. Looks up. Ooh. Oh, what a sweet play by Gabe. Pops out to Maddox. He's going to send it back in low. Bodine and Fisher were just sitting there together. Now this Lafayette kid just turns and sends it all the way back down, but King needs to race to get on it. There's Habakkuk. He chips it out lazily. Oh my goodness. And that goes right to the Lafayette kid. He needs to send that puck out with more conviction than that, because that goes right to the other team. And that other Lafayette kid was in by himself, but fortunately no harm, no foul on that one. Holy cow. We got Fisher. Oh, that same line is still out there. Oh, Maddox tried to fish that one out. He finally fishes it out. Oh, that was almost close to being pretty sweet little dainty little play. Now here comes Maddox. He can't quite get around one, and now Gabe has to wait, tag up, and then go back in. Here the boys are on the, and then Lafayette on the outlet pass. Their top line's out there. Comes in, good stick by Lou. No hands are up. Gabe leaves it for Maddox. Goes wide. Look at the speed at the end of a shift. Look at him go. Gets all the way up the side. Gets past one. Gets squeezed to another, but he's just at the tail end. Man, is he strong. He pops up to Maddox. He tries to backhand it up and in, but he can't get in. He takes a stick to the face. The ref watches that one happen, doesn't call anything. Maddox holding his neck. I think he's okay. Yep, he's still battling. He's been out there for a long time. He needs a breather. Takes the end of the body there. Pops out to Coffey. Coffey sends it back in off a kid's face, and Maddox slowly skates towards the bench. Back to Lou. Maddox still wants some more. Bodies that kid off. Leaves it. Bodies another kid. Spins off to Foy. All the way back into Tarbert. Goes for the. Here's Gogol. He had popped in from his defensive position. Tarbert spins around, tries to center, but hits the net. 4:17 left. 5-5 game. Sent all the way. I got to Walker. Walker tries to. Can't get it out. Sends it in. A kid skates. Bouncer in on net. Foy ends up with it, and he turns it over. Oh, but good job on that body. But now here comes Lafayette. Oh my gosh, that shot goes all the way through the crease. And this is when Valor looks a little bit discombobulated now. Foy gets to the puck first. He goes for the body, but he misses the body. He can't. Oh, and he gets dumped. Now it goes all the way back by Gogol, and that is a penalty. And he gets sent to the bench. Good job by Foy drawing that penalty. And now we get to see this power play unit go to work again. He gets sent into the bench. Good job by Foy drawing that penalty. 5-5. We'll get to see PP1 go to work. 3:41 left. 2 goals, the last power play, and it was some great puck movement. That goal was all a result of the good puck movement by the boys. Draws one back. Maddox sets up shop. Goes over to Beaudin. Beaudin looks. Back to Maddox. Maddox over to Fish. Oh no, he does it again. Does it again, that wide shot, and it goes all the way back over the zone. We saw that happen twice last night in the power play. Beaudin fishes it out. Leaves it for Maddox. Maddox tries to make the zone. He's got some space on the side. He brings it in. Leaves it for Beaudin. Beaudin, ooh, dangerous pass over to Fish. Fish all the way over to Beaudin. The puck doesn't connect. Good job by Beaudin. He gets tripped. There's Fisher back up to Maddox. He's going to set up camp in his office. Fisher back up to Maddox. The boys converge. Beaudin leaves his post. Comes out of off Baker's stick, and he turns a little bit of a panic shot in. Back up to Maddox. Maddox back down low to Fish. Fish up to Maddox. Good job keeping it in. Oh, right into the middle of the goal. He gets one on net. 47 seconds left. Not as good as a power play that time. A few miscues there. Yeah, we saw Fish do it again that time. He takes a shot looking for that top corner, but if it misses, then it hits and goes all the way back up out of the zone. All right, we got Lou working the blue line now. Lou to Tarbert. Low shot. Rebound. Comes to Lafayette. Tarbert pops in. Good job keeping it in. It's Tarbert. Good hard physical play, and that pops out to Lou. Gloves it down to himself. Back to Coffey. Up to Bevan. Bevan brings it in. He's got Purchase in the front. Looks him off. Bevan's going to set up. Down low to Perch. Up top to Tarbert. Tarbert's going to look, survey the situation. Up to Lou. Lou walks in. Doesn't like what he sees. Tarbert. Oh my goodness, he had Purchase right where, no, Bevan right where he wanted. I don't think Bevan knew that was coming. Bevan was set up on the back door, but he didn't have the stick on the ice. Power play is over. Bevan circles back and passes it to Lafayette. Oh, good hard work by Bevan to get it back. Doesn't sweep back in, but now here comes Lafayette, and the kid misses it. And so he forgets the puck, and now we're going the other direction. 1:28 left, and questionable play by Lou. Lets it go into Havikos, but it did work out for the best. 1:24 left in the game. 5-5 tie. See Sutter out there with Walker and Sova. Puck sent back in to one of the Jacksons. Jackson up to Walker. Outlet. Oh, doesn't quite make it through Sutter. Lafayette sends it back in off the board. Oh, good job. He's dumped by King. Oh no, comes back in down low. Fowler kids are back. Sutter gives some body. Support by Sova. Pops out to this defensive kid stuck, and that goes off a few lights up in the rafters and comes down harmlessly. .57 seconds left in the game. 5-5. We'll see Fisher, Beaudin, and Maddox Charles out there with the Jacksons on the blue line. D-zone face-off. That hits the net. You know, Fish won that draw and got caught in the ref's skate. Wins it again. Over to Maddox. Beaudin on a break. And it worked. It connects. Here's Beaudin. And he gets a penalty. And that's a penalty shot for Beaudin. Here we go. Good play by Maddox to streaking Beaudin, and that comes. And you could not ask. This is what you play that backyard ODR for years. waiting for this moment. The only difference is it's in the pool play of the Twisted Wrister versus the national championship, but hey, it is an opportunity. 41 seconds left, and the most exciting play in sports is the penalty shot. Here George talking to him. I think Bodine is 0 for 1 in his career. He had a penalty shot versus Creek in his CPHL finals last time, and I think he fumbled it away, but here we go. 41 seconds left, and here's Bodine with the penalty shot. The leg kick fake, gets it onto the backhand and just gently lifts it into the net. Good job, freezes the goalie right there in just a soft backhand lift, and that is a sweet goal to take the lead. 6-5, the Screaming Eagles are up, 41 seconds left. And now the boys need the right group out there to just kill these last 41 seconds. Baker out there with Deep and Bevan. Draws one back by Lafayette. They're going to organize and try and get that sixth attacker on. Off of Bevan's skate all the way down low. 35 seconds left in the period. Good hard work by these boys on the forecheck. Don't get caught in too deep. Here they come. The Jacksons are back on defense. They can't get it out. There's Baker. Oh no. Oh no. Kids falls down. And here it comes. Here's Deep looking for his third. And he's going to have that third goal hat trick. Carson Deep, and that'll do it. Good play. And that is the third goal for Carson Deep. I don't know if he practiced those empty netters in the backyard, but whatever the case, it's his third goal of the game. Way to outskate that defense, and that should do it for these Valor Eagles. Good comeback. They're going to be kicking themselves for giving up 5 goals, but as it turns out, it's a 7-5 on the scoreboard and 12 seconds left. Puck's won back, sent back in by Foy. Nope, sorry, that's Walker. Little reverse hit, and there's the buzzer, and that is game. So a pretty nail biter towards the end there. In the end, 41 shots by the Screaming Eagles, 27 for Lafayette, 7-5 Valor Screaming Eagles win. Some loose play, but some really great play too. A lot of stuff to build upon. And their first win of this CPHL season. We'll be back with you tonight. 6 o'clock game versus the P-Stars, the Pooter team, who Valor played in the finals of the state championship last year. A little bit different squad, but whatever the case, the boys need to go get some food, eat some carbs, relax a little bit, and we'll see you at Ice Ranch at 6 o'clock.